Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormes back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another Juice WRLD album ranking. Today we're going to be ranking Legends Never Die, which is my second favorite Juice WRLD album, which we will talk about in another video shortly. But right off the bat, I just want to let you guys know I got a new camera. If you guys are a concurrent viewer, you probably know, you could probably notice at least. I think this camera is magnificent. It looks phenomenal. I can record for as long as I want on it. It's great. So much bigger upgrade. I had a Canon EOS Rebel T6, and I've upgraded to a Canon EOS R10. So it's a big upgrade. Brand new camera. I don't even think it's a month old yet, and I bought it today from a local camera shop here in New Brunswick. And the guy told me that he wouldn't be surprised if I was the first person in New Brunswick to get it. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if it's facts, but, you know, definitely one of the first, I'm sure. But with that being said, let's get into ranking Legends Never Die, which, like I said, my second favorite album. So quickly, there is absolutely no skip on this album for me. And it's the same thing for Death Race for Love. I don't think I really mentioned it, but there's literally not a single skip on either of these two albums for me. Not that there's a skip on any of the others, but there are some songs where I'm like, sometimes I'm just, I'm gonna skip it. Like, it's never like, there isn't a single song in Juice's whole discography that I've ever listened to, released or unreleased, that I'm just like flat out skip, never listening to that again. It's just not a thing for me, which is great. But yeah, that's why I love Legends, because Death Race and Legends, like, they just have so many absolute bangers in my opinion. But let's talk about Legends. So I'm just going to do the first four, because the first four are the interlude / intro and outro. So at number 22, we have Get Through It interlude, which is beautiful. It's fantastic. It's sad and it's heartbreaking. There's been a couple of these interludes that I've just bawled my eyes out to, because it's hurt. It's pain. It really does hurt, but nonetheless, we'll move on. So at number 21, we have Juice WRLD Speaks from Heaven, which this one is really sad. Of course, the outro to the album, at the end of the album, of course, also setting up The Party Never Ends, which, who knows? But yeah, so the intro track is Anxiety, which is really good. The production on this is beautiful. It's really sad, and again, really good. But Juice kind of bringing up some positive things. And then at number 19, we have The Man, the Myth, the Legends. This is my favorite of the interlude / intro outro, because of how beautiful I think the tribute to him is. Just everyone talking about Juice. I think that's really nice. So many people talking about his talent, what he had done in a short time with us, and just how great of a person he was. So yeah, I mean, we'll continue on. So now on to the actual songs of the album. My least favorite song of the album is Up and Away. This is a great song. Like, there's truly no songs on this album. Same thing with Death Race for Love, where even sometimes I'll skip it. Like, just no matter what comes on from this album, I'll listen to it. So yeah, I mean, a great song. Unfortunately, it's just not as high as some of the others, right? And I'm sure a lot of people consider Up and Away to be one of Juice's best songs, but for me, it's not. So continuing on to number 17, we have Bad Energy, which is incredibly beautiful. I love the song as well. I love the chorus. I love the deep production and the intimate production, if that makes any sense. But again, it's just low on this list for me. And it's the same thing with number 16, which is Titanic. Those bottom three songs are all fantastic songs. I just don't revisit them that often, and that's why they're so low. So with that being said, we'll move on to the top 15. At number 15, we have Smile featuring The Weeknd. I love this song. I just wish it was the original song. The original song was called Sad. There was no Weeknd, and there was an extra Juice verse on it, which I wish was what was released, unfortunately. Of course, this was the last song added to the album, which came out in August of 2020, but I still really like this song. I just don't like The Weeknd's verse very much, and I think it brings the song down a lot. So with that being said, now to number 14, we have Tell Me You Love Me featuring Trippie Redd. I'm not a big fan of the offbeat rapping on this. I've never been a big offbeat rapping guy. I'm sure most people aren't, to be fair, but Yeah, it's just I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it on this album or on this song. Sorry. So yeah, that's kind of why it's lower. I really like Trippy's chorus and I like Juice's verses a lot. But I think I've listened to this a lot where it's just kind of fallen in the ranks. I listen to it so much. So this is one of the lead singles to the album as well. With that being said, we'll continue on to number 13, which is Fighting Demons, which I think I think it was meant to be a tribute to Nipsey Hussle. I believe it was Fighting Demons, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, unfortunate that both of those legends passed away. Let's be real. So a great song again, really really good. At number 12, though, we move on to Can't Die, which I think is another fantastic song. I think it's a very underrated song, but it's a beautiful song nonetheless. It's really, really great. On to number 11, we have another banger in Stay High. I think this song is great. I really, really love the, not slower production, but the calm production through this song. It's really, really beautiful. And it's catchy. It's really catchy as well. So now on to the top 10. At number 10, we have Life's a Mess featuring Halsey, which is my favorite version of Life's a Mess. I love the heavy 808s in this song. To be fair, if Halsey wasn't in this song, I would like this song even more. I don't find Halsey's verses bad. I know a lot of people didn't like Halsey's verse on this. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's pretty good. Like I said, it's way, way better than Life's a Mess 2. But it's still an absolutely great song. I love the production on this song a lot. But moving on to number 9, we have Come and Go, which is the last of the lead singles to release for this album. Came out the day before the album did. Featuring Marshmello, solely produced by Marshmello. It's also the most popular song from the album, which is interesting to me. It's the most listened to, I believe. So that's interesting. Obviously, it's very popular. The names of Marshmello and Juice WRLD obviously help with that, but a great song nonetheless. I love the animated video for it. The anime fight is really great. But on to number 8, we have Man of the Year. There's 2 different versions of Man of the Year, and unfortunately the one that's on the albums or released on streaming services is my least favorite, because the Buzz Lightyear verse, in my opinion, is just better. I just think it's a lot better, so yeah, unfortunately, I wish it was that one, because when the album first was released on Apple Music, both versions of the song were released for some reason, and on one of the vinyls, or 2 of the vinyls, I don't remember, both versions of Man of the Year are on the vinyl, which is very cool. Unfortunately, not on this one. It's one of the exclusive colored vinyls, so I hope one day I can get my hands on that because I want to listen to my favorite version of Man of the Year on vinyl. But with that being said, we'll move on to number 7, which is Conversations, which actually, let me tell you, this is the second time I'm recording this video. I forgot to press record for my screen recording, so you guys couldn't even see this. I was just talking to myself, staring at a screen. So yeah, in the last video, I actually, in the video previously that I recorded of this, I actually swapped Man of the Year and Conversations because recently I've been listening to Conversations more and I've been liking it a lot more than I ever have. So I decided to move Conversations up above Man of the Year. I just swapped them, but interesting story with this one. Conversations I really wasn't a big fan of when the album first came out. Sorry, I just wasn't a fan of the production really. That production has seriously grown on me though. It's magnificent and I love it. So now on to number 6, we have I Want It, which I think is one of Juice's most underrated songs in his whole discography. I love what he does with his voice on this song. The production is absolutely immaculate. It's beautiful. It's incredible. I love this song. So now moving on to the top 5. At number 5, we have Hate the Other Side featuring Marshmello, Polo G, and the Kid Laroi. Polo has my favorite feature on the album. Probably a big reason as to why this song is so high, although when the album first came out, this was my favorite song after the first listen. Incredible. I love Juice's chorus so much. It's beautiful. It's great. I love the song. On to number 4, we have Righteous. Beautiful. What am I listening to? Righteous is absolutely beautiful and a lot like Conversation. Sorry, when this song first came out, I just wasn't a big fan of it. That changed immensely, though, obviously, with it being number 4. Like, when this album first came out, and obviously Righteous was the lead single for this album, but when Righteous first came out and this album first came out, I honestly probably would have had Righteous like bottom 5 on this album. It's grown. It's by far had the biggest jump out of any song on Juice WRLD's albums, probably for me. Like, I just wasn't a big fan of it when it first came out. It took some time for it to grow on me, and has it ever. So now into the top 3, and these top 3 are low-key in a tier of their own. Like, these are just absolutely incredible. So at number 3, we have Wishing Well, which is very sad, of course, Juice talking about, unfortunately, what ends up killing him, really. So yeah, obviously not the first and last time Juice talked about that stuff, but for any of the OG fans that listened to this when it was unreleased, there was a small little bridge right before the right before the last verse. You guys should go listen to it. It's really good. I wish it was in this song, but it doesn't really change that much for me, whether it is or not. And of course, a lot of people called it Lauryn Hill before the song was released. But with that being said, on to number 2, which is, in my opinion, the most underrated song in all of Juice's discography. We have Screw Juice. I think the song is incredibly slept on. Absolutely beautiful, solely produced by Nick Mira. I love the production on this song. It's absolutely incredible. I love what Juice does on this song. It's so fucking good. And at number 1, we have Blood on My Jeans. This song might be my favorite song of all time. It's between Blood on My Jeans and Lucid Dreams. I've mentioned this. I mentioned it in the Goodbye and Good Riddance video, where these two songs are like so close to one another, and I haven't decided which is which yet. This is the first year where I've actually contemplated maybe Lucid Dreams isn't my favorite song. Lucid Dreams or Blood on My Jeans are definitely my 2 most played songs ever. And with how much I've listened to Blood on My Jeans over the past few years, where I think it might be my most played song of all time, where Lucid Dreams might be 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if Lucid is number 1 and Blood on My Jeans is number 2. Nonetheless, this song is flawless. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this video. I'm intrigued to know what you guys think of my tier list, of my ranking. Yeah, let me know your thoughts on the album. What is your favorite song from Legends Never Die? And let me know what you think about the new camera quality. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.